Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings today. We are here to give you update on the issue of the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, who is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, a particular group that is pursuing self-determination for the Biafra people in the southeastern part of Nigeria. All right, right now, what we have observed is that there's a lot of support coming up from different angles, both home and abroad, for Nnamdi Kanu right now. Currently, you're going to be hearing that report after now. There are a lot of, protests going on in support for his release. And also, there are words coming from the international community, which we are going to open you to right away. And it has to do with the step-off move to contact the federal government about the issue of his arrest. And also, you will hear some international media talking also about what Nnamdi Kanu was actually doing. But before we give you full details of these, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the notification bell so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. All right, let's look at the news in detail. The British High Commission has said it will engage the Nigerian government over the rearrest of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Dean Hullock, a spokesperson of the British High Commission, disclosed that the Commission is in the process of seeking clarification from the federal government over Kanu's rearrest. In the message, Hullock said the UK Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office stands ready to provide consular assistance. The IPOB leader, who has a British passport, was arrested by a Nigerian security agent and extradited to Nigeria on Sunday. Kanu was extradited to continue his trial before Justice Binta Nyakole Federal High Court sitting in Abuja. The IPOB leader is facing trial for committing treason. Kanu's brother Emmanuel has disclosed that the IPOB leader was picked up in Kenya over the weekend. Meanwhile, in another development, a famous Israeli media personnel, Hananya Naftali, has reacted to report of Nnamdi Kanu's arrest. Taking to his social media page, he said that Nnamdi Kanu's support for the cause of Biafra is not terrorism. And according to his word, he said, "This is very alarming. Leader of Biafran people is arrested for representing millions of Igbos. Supporting the Biafrans cause is not terrorism, it is freedom of speech." This is really serious. Also, in another development, the minority leader in the Senate, Int'l, has urged the federal government to respect the right of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Abaribe, who stood as surety for Kanu, said the government should ensure he is humanly treated in custody. The lawmaker made the call in a statement entitled Nnamdi Kanu. Abaribe urged respect for fundamental human rights, adherence to rule of law by his media advisor Uchenna Awum. He stressed that the federal government should be guided by the provision of Section 31 of the 1999 Constitution in the handling of Kanu's matter. According to Abaribe, the relevant section and charter presuppose that the detainee should be humanly treated while in the custody of the state. What it means is that it is a duty of the government in these instances to protect him and ensure the respect of his fundamental human right while his trial lasts. For now, it is strict law that he is presumed innocent until proven guilty. And we know that how everything had happened before now. Now, we're going to be looking at some of the reactions of Nigerians because a lot of people have responded to these statements made by different persons across the world, across the globe, about the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu. And first in the list, one of us said, supporting or agitating for Biafra cessation or any other group is not a crime, only if you do it peacefully without violence. Nnamdi Kanu had been involved in illegal and violence of all sorts, which has resulted into the death of many innocent people, including the destruction of properties. So he has to face the music. Another person say, if Israel support Nnamdi Kanu, I will not be surprised because they are also a wonderful country. Another person say an Israeli or even his government does not know what is terrorism. And so if he describes what Kanu is doing as freedom fighting, I will not blame him, because that is what he learned from Netanyahu and the rest who presided over Israeli government. So many responses here coming in. And this one say, Biafra, in God we trust. Whether devil like it or not, Biafra must come to stay. Thanks Israel and international community. Another one says, so by agitating for Biafra, he put his parent on the line. You are making mistake. The Chukuma priest has dived too far into politics and has been brought over. He did not talk of Fulani killing in the east and all over Nigeria without Gumi, a cleric condemning it. Rather, he was a facilitator. That is why they did that. Some of them are being used against the Ndibo. The time you will realize what you have done to yourself, it will be too late. That's Nigerians responding. And another person here says, Nigeria's problem is the UN, and they are the one providing cover for Buhari government. Let me just leave that one there. And this one says, Nigeria's so-called security agent could not arrest Boko Haram. All the stories we are hearing, nobody is doing anything about it. This one says, Israeli media personnel, you spoke well, but what is the way forward on these acts in our land? I think the guy was just giving his own suggestion. There's nothing he can do about it, because Nigeria is a sovereign nation. Being a sovereign nation, there's nothing you can do. If you do, you are trying to usurp. You're trying to, go against their right as a sovereign nation. Well, I would like to leave it here. I know a lot of reactions are coming in from different quarters, but then I feel that at this point, just like what Abaribe has rightly said, the treatment that should be meted out to Nnamdi Kanu must be properly guided in line with the provision of the Constitution, and also as much support as can be raised by Biafrans for him is highly needed at a time like this, because as of now he's walking through the valley of the shadow of death, and he needs some level of support, which must first come from God and also come from the people he was representing. So it's really important that they stand by him at a moment like this. I'd like to leave it there. We'll keep you updated about the latest, especially in respect to Nnamdi Kanu's